What's up, y'all? It's Alwin Sheriff, aka Alwin, the Sheriff of all things innovative. So there I was one morning, just lying in my bed, trying to figure out what's the first thing I'm gonna do once we finally step foot on Mars. And then out of nowhere, this article just slaps me right in the face. Now this right here is a research article called Earth Beyond 6 of 9 Planetary Boundaries. And so I say to myself, we're all gonna be Martians soon, so I don't really care. No, I mean, it's not really a big deal, right? I mean, it's not like some jaw-dropping assessment on the degradation of the environment, right? Right? No, seriously, it basically talks about the 9 things, including climate change, that we need to be worried about. Like fertilizers leaking into our water supply and the environment, the growing extinction rates, microplastics you find in your food, deforestation activities, the amount of water plants still have access to, overfeeding our oceans with CO2, aerosols affecting human health, our precious ozone layer, and finally, the heating of the earth. Now they call them the 9 boundaries. You know, if life was a video game, consider all the side missions officially unlocked. I mean, it sucks waking up to this as a human being because we've all felt like we had one job: to save up enough money one day to do our part and buy a Tesla. Nah, but for real though, I've never seen so many global issues organized in one place, and it doesn't make it any easier knowing that most of these issues are out of my control as an individual. Now this article actually builds upon another from 2009, and the main difference is the researchers are now quantifying the damage, meaning that if we were to go out there and happily destroy the planet, we just have to make sure we're operating within this safe space, as defined by the numbers they've laid out in the article. And that's what defines the boundaries of this safe space. You know what I'm saying? Because the Earth has boundaries, and you don't want to violate those boundaries because our relationship with the planet is already on thin ice as it is. And you don't want to hear about the last species that the Earth broke up with. Now, out of those 9 boundaries, we've already exceeded 6, while 3 have been left in the operating space. Now, obviously, some people have their criticisms, right? I mean, they point out that the article doesn't really tell us how to solve our problems, but rather only acknowledges how much we've screwed up so far. But personally, I think it was really interesting to look over. I mean, I think it provides perspective by painting a picture of our whole situation, right? It might not have the answers, but it should help us determine where our priorities lie, given that the progress we make on one boundary could have a positive effect on another. Wait, so then would everything just lead back to climate change?
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Well, obviously not, because the microplastics aren't responsible for the melting of the glaciers right now, right? Okay, look, the moral of the story is we can act like climate change is the only thing to worry about, but the reality is much more complicated than that. We also need to carefully think about how these boundaries intersect and where to allocate our efforts to achieve the best possible outcome. Because one thing I know about Mother Earth, she doesn't have a lot of time to sit around and wait for us to clean our room. And if she was, I probably would have gotten a spanking by now. Anyway, those are just some of my quick thoughts from the Sheriff. If you liked this video, it would be a shame for you to leave that like button alone, but go ahead and leave your comments below where they need to be, and I will see you all in the next video.